Hey everybody, the Sales and Systems Sensei here, Jennifer Waters. Today's video, you're gonna dive into the behind the scenes of what it's like to run a 7-figure dojo, CEO-wise. So I'm gonna take you behind the scenes in a couple of different areas. First off, today is a really cool day because it's a training day for a lot of my team, as well as for my clients inside the 7-figure dojo program. So we've got some training coming up. You get a sneak peek behind the scenes of that training, and then you're also going to get to look at how I run the day-to-day on one of the busiest days that we have here inside of SKC. So I'm excited about the journey. You're also going to get to see, what I do and how I jam all day. So it's like 8:30 in the morning. So let's roll. Okay, so one of the things that I always do is check my calendar. When I'm checking my calendar, basically what I'm doing is nightly, the day before, I typically will pencil out, what's happening in the hour. I think Grant Cardone said the devil's in the white spaces, something like that. And I don't know if it's just because I just stay active all the time or whatever it is, but I hate having white spaces on my calendar where I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I just personally don't like that. I feel much more accomplished, much more productive if all the white spaces are filled up, or if I know that maybe there's a white space on my calendar, but I'm going to work on fighting fires, meaning I know I'm going to troubleshoot in that time frame. So I've got my handy dandy planner, organizer. A couple of years I stayed away from that, but then I just was like, I like writing stuff down. So I guess that's my form of creating a diary and a journal. And then I also have my Google Calendar. So this calendar is where I put all of my appointments, so that way if I'm making Zoom calls, connections, things like that, they can stay on this Google Calendar. Keeps me up to date. My team knows what's happening, where I'm at, what's going on. So this is also a very, very important tool. If you're not utilizing these in combination, I would highly suggest you doing that because you'll get a lot of benefit out of it for sure. There is approximately 2 minutes before I let everybody into the Zoom room for training. So we've got our 7FD clients all about to hop into training, and I'm super excited to be able to train them on the 7 keys to retention. So we're gonna dig into this in just a few seconds. If you can't make a video yet, that's okay. First thing is schedule the White Belt Success Workshop, get people to show up, and take them through exactly what you would want them to have protocol-wise. These are the things that are important to you, and this is how you're gonna be successful in our school. Show up to classes X many times a week, make sure that you follow these processes, make sure that you do these things, and you'll be successful. You're gonna keep it maybe about 45 minutes at the most, 30 to 45 minutes. Don't make this a 2-hour thing.
So what types of events do you have? I mean, we do the Nerf Wars, we are doing a sparring seminar, we have, white belt orientation, we have all these things. Should those things be on separate days, or bing, bang, boom, all events?
So it depends, and I'll just give you, what I was just saying right now. So, we have a parents' night out that's going to be, there, right? So the parents' night out is that night. Earlier in the day, we have a White Belt Success Workshop. So if I'm announcing this to the students, it only applies to, certain group of people. So I'm not making that announcement in class. The parents' night out, I wouldn't try to do 2 conflicting events where you're signing people up and they have to make a choice on the same day. It's we're doing a tournament, but then we're doing parents' night out. That one, you shouldn't do that anyway because they're conflicting. Okay, so I am now back at the flagship school, about to head into leadership training with the whole entire team. So we'll give you guys an update here in just a little bit. Had a couple of appointments fall through but catching up on a few Slack messages in the meantime, making the most of it. Okay, so on Tuesdays and Thursdays in particular, we have our martial arts classes going on. So I just got through teaching the teen class, and shortly I'm going to be teaching the kickboxing class next. These guys are all working on their nunchuck skills right now and learning how to utilize their nunchucks for their Kempo karate class. And then we'll have our kickboxers who are hanging out back here. They'll be out on the mat shortly. Woo! And here we are. Day has officially wrapped up. And one of the things that I do before I leave is I'm back on my calendar right over here, and I'm back on my, what do you call it? Planner, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm taking a moment before I leave. It's like 8:45. And I'm taking a moment and writing down what my day looks like tomorrow. And honestly, guys, this is what I find a lot of people don't have control of their day, and a lot of things happen because they're not planning for what's gonna happen the next day. So take a moment, look at what's going on. You know, if your calendar looks a little crazy, doesn't have any white spaces, like mine doesn't have any white spaces, that's okay. You're in control of your day. If I wanted to, I could move any single one of those appointments. I'm not waiting for something to happen to me. I'm happening to it. I'm happening to my day. I am in control of what's going on in my day because I know what's happening in the hours, in the minutes. And if I need a block of time, like I have a block of time where I know that, okay, I don't have a call that I need to be on, I don't have a class that I need to be training in, and I don't have a task that I should be working on, and I have that time planned out. So I know that if I need that breather, it's right there. If I want to choose to work on something else, I can. But that's the trick, guys, is not just having huge blocks of time that are open, because when you do, that time gets wasted. And that's why a lot of times I can get a lot more done than the average person because I'm not wasting time. So guys, if this video was helpful for you, make sure you comment below. Would love to have your input, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep being awesome.